What is up, everybody? Hope you guys are doing amazing. In today's live, as always, we are building a 3D modern portfolio for the past 16 days, pretty much. This is our 3D modern portfolio. Of course, we're not finished with it yet, but we're using 3JS. We are using NextJS13. We're using TypeScript, TailwindCSS, all the good stuff to build this modern portfolio. I mean, look at how good this looks. We got the contact page, we've got the navigation. Again, everything is still being developed and designed and so forth, so we're still kind of in development process. This is still development process from yesterday. We got the my work experience looking really good. Of course, we got the project section. Again, this needs to be touched up and made better, of course, as well. And then we've got the context section with this globe, with an actual 3D globe. No, not just an image, but an actual 3D globe, which looks pretty sick, I would say so.
Yeah,
and of course we've got our footer footer bar that we have been doing this for the past. As always, everything that you see here, guys, letting you know. Let me go here. There we go. Nope, not this one. This one. Nope. Record. There we go. Everything that you see here, guys, just so you know, everything that you see here is down below in the description. Of course, you can get the code, you can get the Figma if you want. And if you're someone who wants to build a amazing 3D websites, if you need a 3D website and and you want to launch a project in the Web3 space, let us know down below. If you want to work with us, we have the link down below to schedule a strategy session and a call to work with us and the whole team that we've got. So yeah, let's do this, Daniel. You ready?
let's do it.
Let's do it. All right, so let me see here where we at. Okay, no, we're good. Looks like we're receiving the stream, which is awesome. All right, so we had this issue actually with this line, this top line with 3JS, and you fixed it by doing what, Daniel? What did you fix? Yeah.
Previously, I know because I think I used a little bit of different values for like when I set up the demo. So I had to update one property, which we could probably remove, which is in the skills experience component. Because I passed in
right here,
a prop.
this one? Okay.
Yeah. So on the very top one right here, the bigger circle.
Yeah.
I believe is this one. I had a position prop on here where the Y pushed it up 1 unit. So it was actually pushed up one. So the lines weren't aligned. Especially those bottom points, they weren't aligned, so I just removed it and it set it back on the same X value or Y value, I mean, as the other half.
I see. And why did you do that the last time? I'm curious.
Because of different values I had, I believe, for the points. So I felt like I had to make adjustments, but thinking about it, like leaving them on that same axis kind of makes sense. So honestly, I don't know at this point if we need a position property. Maybe not. But like if I put it back what I had before, you'll see that it gets pushed up. So if I put that back,
yeah, that's the Y right here. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, if we go back to here, but that's so interesting that it pushes down to the bottom. That's the part I don't understand. Why does it push down to the bottom? Shouldn't it be like up technically?
Oh well, no, this smaller half is at the middle.
The top section.
Yeah, the bigger one that moves up 1.2.
Makes sense.
Yeah, because changing the position of one thing shouldn't affect. But boom, and then we take that back and it'll line right back up with the smaller half.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool. All right. So So the goal for today is what is the goal for today, Daniel?
I think we could also get started on doing the second half, so we have a full complete circle.
Yes.
And then if there's time remaining, we could look into like working on creating the spear for the tech. Yeah,
let's do it. This is looking really good. Let's go. Just using a simple 3JS to draw some lines, guys. Holy shit.
Yeah, honestly, like if we didn't have 3D elements, we could easily gone 2D just route. But like it's really cool how you kind of intertwine 2D and 3D together into one scene. So
let me start.
These lines are all 2D.
Let me start the other project because we have the one that you already done, right? I'm gonna start this up here. Let me see. Right click, open integrate terminal.
Yeah, and we just have to.
Invite is just npm run dev again, right? Npm.
Yeah, it's just run dev. It's like Next.js.
Dude, though it's weird. I cannot get used to using yarn. I don't know. Like, do you use? I cannot get used to using to use it. Like everybody says.
I tried.
Yeah,
and then like I liked it, but I feel like I feel like there's a lot more. I feel like I don't know, a lot more focus on npm, so I'm like I might as well just stick with npm. I mean, yarn isn't bad, but like I don't know. It's just personal preference. I like really using npm over yarn.
Yeah. So, okay. Anyways, so I'm gonna open up local. This is your version of the skills section, which I'm gonna open up here.
Yeah.
What is that loading thing? The loading.
So it's a component given by the React 3 Dre library, which is just like I said, it's helper library. So what it does is, while that suspense is waiting for your assets to load in, it renders in a loader.
I see.
And it's quick enough to where it just kind of like almost like a little quick flash to 100%. But especially if your website's very asset heavy.
Yeah, makes sense.
Using something like that to let people know we're just loading stuff in instead of just like a blank screen is gonna be a lot more of a better user experience because they know at least something's loading and happening.
Yeah, makes sense. Okay, cool. Awesome. So, okay, so we got this section right here. I think good. Moving forward there though. So you say you want to create these lines now, correct?
Yeah. Just to create the full circle so we have our shape and then we can start placing in the tech icons.
Okay, so how do we now create these lines is the question.
So it's basically the same thing we did for the top half, except instead of using a line basic material, I believe we use something called line dashed material, which will create dashes based on the points we give it.
Really?
So instead of creating just solid line, it's going to create dashes. Which if you go to the demo code, you'll see a component called bottom half, and that's where all the magic happens.
Yeah, so let's see here. So there's the bottom half. On then dashed portions, I see. Interesting.
Yeah, dash size, gap size.
Dash props.
Okay. Yeah, those are just values I pass in from like an object, so.
Yeah, makes sense.
Dash size refers to how big the dashes are, and then the gap refers to, of course, how much space there is between the gaps, between the spaces, between the dashes.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay.
And the beats points concept, it all works the same. The only thing we're changing is the type of material you were using.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. So then, so we should create another component called bottom half, correct?
Exactly, yeah. So that's what we would do in the skills folder and components.
Cool. So you want to do that?
Yeah, let's do it. Okay. The TSX, there we go. Should pop up for you.
There we go. Bottom half.tsx. We go into that. Then it's gonna create the startup component. There we go. Bottom half. Awesome.
Sweet. And then we could go back to the demo and dive even deeper into the code, just to show you how similar it is and just the slight differences.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so then, so you want me to open up the bottom half section here?
Yeah, if you could.
Okay. So there's a bottom half. So all the same things, the Bezier props, dash props, pretty much the same thing.
Yeah.
Like it's pretty much the same thing as the top half, bro.
I do something though to make it go upside down. Let me see.
You do this.
Okay.
I think it's like you do this extra thing.
Oh, compute line distances? No, this is just to add the dashes in, I believe.
I think you just use a different material. Like, why not just use the same top half and just pass a parameter? No?
Yeah, for sure. Is it because I pass in different? Maybe.
Look, the points here are the same.
Oh, I know why. It's because the Bezier points I pass in are different.
Yeah, of course. Number one, the Bezier points are different. That's of course. But the other thing you do is you do this right here. So if you compare top half with this one, for some reason this one does not have the compute line distances stuff.
Compute line distances. That helps compute like the dashes and stuff based on the values we give it.
Well, yeah, and that's
It
what
knows.
that's the difference between the top half and the bottom half.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Everything
So you
else is
know
the
what?
same.
Maybe we could just pass in a prop that just that like says pass. We could create a prop called dashed, and that will
Yeah,
determine
and if
the
it's
code. Okay.
yeah, and if it's that, yeah, let's just do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sure, let's do it. Code refactoring.
Let's go. Okay, maybe we should not call it top half. Should we call it a different name?
We call it circle half because it is a half of a
let's
circle.
go circle half. Hold on, I'm gonna change the name here. Circle half.
And then we would definitely have to update the name in the component.
Yes. Change the import statements. I just changed it, and then we need to change the top half to be. Actually, let me see here. Here we go.
I'll remove bottom half real quick. Then.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Circle.
I'll update the props. Circle.
Oh, Daniel's quick. But I'm quicker.
There we go. And then the export at the bottom.
Circle half.
There we go. I think it's good now.
Circle half. Yeah. So then we need to pass a prop right here. Yeah. And maybe.
Yeah. We can make it.
Like dashed.
Can we make it optional? Yeah, let's make it an
course.
optional prop with the default value of false. So
this is a Boolean.
Boolean. Yeah.
I forgot. How do you set the default value on this one?
So it's gonna be in the destructuring of the props where you specify the
if I go like
prop,
this.
Yeah, and then set it equal to the default value.
Got it. Okay.
Before.
There you go. So Boolean on this one, dashed false. Dude, look at this cleanliness. Look at this cleanliness.
Nice. Yeah,
and so now basically what we're doing is that, so basically what I want to say is if dashed, correct, inside this right here.
Yeah, exactly.
If dashed, then we do the other thing here, correct?
Yeah, and then you run that compute thing. And then I'm gonna add the dash to the dependencies just so if it just so it knows exactly what value it's being given.
Ah, thank you.
The prop.
Yes, thank you. There we go. Does that look good?
Yeah, and then we just gotta change ref to line ref.
Yep. And then the other thing is that here we can say here, if dashed.
Yes.
Dashed, right? Question mark. Actually, I like to do. I don't know how you like to do it, but I like to do it like this. You go question mark. Boom. Question mark. So if it's a dashed one, we're gonna use the dash material.
Yes, I believe it's a line dash material. Yeah.
Boom.
Oh, do we need to specify or can we just continue using line style as well for this instead? Because see how honestly we could probably use line style.
Yeah, we could use line style. Yeah, we could.
Just like that.
Dude,
just
look at that thinking about constantly about making things
like the way you can apply things. Yeah. Very good.
Boom. Oops.
Yeah, that one.
Boom. There you go.
Not bad at all.
What you think? Oh, line, yeah. Thanks.
There we go. Yeah, it looks good. Yeah, I like it. Save it. Beautiful.
Does it still work?
Doesn't look like it's breaking.
Oh shit, we didn't break it. Let's go, Daniel.
Nice. Oh shit. Okay, that's a sick.
That's cool, right?
I can't believe I didn't notice that when I was building this out. I was just doing it.
Well, I mean, sometimes when you go through it again, you find things,
Yeah, it's always the process.
It's normal.
It's always a part of it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's normal.
Okay, sweet though.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking we could do the dash for the smaller circle.
Yeah.
We could create that, work our way outwards.
Cool.
Start with the small one, and then we could do with the big one.
So
which
the
is
small one is the second one, correct?
Yeah, this one I hate. Okay. We'll say inner circle just so we know.
Yeah, they're good. Yeah, the outer circle or big circle, that's fine too.
Yeah, I like outer circle. Okay. So basically doing the same thing, except the difference is like the control points is going to be negative because we want the half to be going down instead of up. So
yeah,
we
makes
can make
sense.
it.
So let's just
The
copy
X
this
and
one.
Y,
Mm-hmm.
though X and Y will be the same. I think the only difference is XC is going to be negative.
Negative, baby. Let's go. Line style is also going to be color of that one, correct?
Yes, and then also we need to specify a couple of other properties, like just so we know the specific dash size. They have those default values, so
Yeah.
we're okay.
Yeah. Yeah, like you need the dash size right here.
Yeah.
Dash
those are specific
size
values,
and
so we
gap size.
might change those. Those are gonna be towards the top of that component because they're let's see, I'll find it for you. Okay, so it's around line 57, and you'll see where those values are set if you want to see specifically.
I see.
Yeah. So this is from a tool called Leva, which basically it creates like a control panel on the top right. You can position it however you basically want, and you're able to change the values. And with that GUI, it's like a little GUI that lets you change the values, and you see updates real time.
That's
it's
cool.
really great.
Do we want
really
that?
Great for
Do
testing.
we want that? Do we want that for this or no? What do you think?
If you want to play around with it, yeah. Like we could add this in, and you could play around with the dash and gap size just to see it update real time as you change it.
Okay.
It's a really good testing tool for finding those very specific values that aren't simple.
Do we have to install something? Yeah.
Yes, it's Leva. Yeah.
Okay, let's do it.
And all you literally do is import the hook. You don't need to set up any sort of like render in any sort of component, and it will already generate the GUI for you.
So Leva React 3 Fiber tutorials. No, is it just Leva npm, right?
Yeah, Leva npm. So the guys who created React 3 Fiber are also one of the maintainers for this as well.
That's cool.
Yeah, they have a huge little thing of packages.
30,000 downloads. That's not bad.
Not at all, like especially for like a 3GS ecosystem, it's really not bad at all.
npm is still Leva. Let's do this. Leva your life. Hey.
Okay. 8 a.m. baby. It's like 11:30. That's
invalid tag name. Package TailwindCSS text might not. What the hell?
Yeah. What is
npm install? What does that have to do with TailwindCSS?
It has nothing to do with Tailwind. Oh, check
package.json.
I don't know if the package.json might be messed up for some reason.
Again?
I couldn't tell you why. Maybe it's different for me. It looks fine though.
There.
Oh,
dude, how does this happen?
I couldn't tell you.
How does this happen? I don't understand.
There we go. I don't know. Okay, we're good though. Okay,
thank you, Frank.
Hey, let's go. Okay, 6. So now that we got that, what I'll do is I'll just copy paste that hook that you were looking at in the demo in skills experience component.
Okay, so copy paste that shit.
Yeah, so it's gonna go right at the top, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna import use controls, which is the main hook given to us by the library, and then they also have another. Okay, didn't let me auto import, but I'm gonna import 2 things actually. So use controls and folder, and I'll explain.
From Leva.
From Leva, exactly.
Makes sense.
So use controls. This is gonna initialize the GUI, and within those use controls, we pass the values that it'll update. And what it will do is use controls based on the type of inputs we want. It knows exactly how to. So like if we need like a color picker, it like based on setting that up, it'll know that we want a color picker without us having to define it. Like it knows based on the type of value we're trying to achieve to set up a clean field for that.
Cool. So we have dash size, right?
Yeah, dash size. And then there's also folder, which helps break down like items in your GUI. So if you have different sections, I'll show you what that looks like. But yeah, so dash size and then gap size.
There we go. How does that? Wait, shit, I put it in the
Really?
wrong one. Fuck.
Oh no, that's perfect actually.
No.
Oh, in the wrong circle, yeah.
Yeah, in the wrong circle. It's gonna be on the bottom one, right? So it's gonna
Yes,
be comma, boom, this one.
yes, exactly.
So I'm gonna call this inner circle, but I'm gonna call this bottom.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I like
Top.
the.
Boom. Looks good.
It looks weird. Look at it.
Let's see. What did you do, Daniel? Maybe dash size and gap size have nothing, have no values. Because I'm like, what I'm trying to figure out is this dash size and gap size.
Console log them. You could console log them if you want at the above the return, just to see what values it return.
Okay. Bro, what do we do? What did we do?
I don't know. Is it not respond? Oh wait, there's more. Isn't just inside? We need to definitely remove Spotlight Helper because that one's just weird.
Okay. Inspect. Dude, this is funny, man. Dash size is. Actually, I don't know. I have to put a console log with a text.
You know what? I don't know if I saw it.
Dash size is just a normal number.
Which is what it should be because that. You know what? Let's refresh. I'm gonna refresh it. Because what it returns is just a number.
Ah, I see.
So
damn, what did we do?
7.
Okay, what if we were, okay, hold on. So okay, hold on. So, oh, bro, I know why. Oh, we're so dumb.
What?
Dashed is equal to true.
Oh.
Or we just say dashed.
You could just say dashed, yeah.
Right?
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. So that works, but it's showing a weird ass circle.
Dude, what kind of a circle is this shit, man?
Here, is it because of the negative value? Let me remove negative real quick. Oh wait, I kind of need that.
What the hell?
It's because it's blending in with the circle. So what I'll do really quick just to see what it looks like is I'll push it down.
Yeah.
So I set a -1. Just see, honestly, if it actually computed anything.
Let me gap size. Maybe it's too small. Maybe the gap size is too
Okay,
small.
look, so it definitely worked. So if I pushed it down, you definitely see the dashes.
Okay, but then why is it that if you do a negative number?
Let's look up. Rendered in bottom here. Wait, oh, what?
What?
Okay, I forget. So you make all the points negative.
Really?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Look at it now. Huh. I forget. Why do I do it that way?
What the hell? No way.
Yeah,
really?
right? Mm.
Huh. And what happens if you remove the position? Hold on. What if you move the position here?
Is it just because the points are the same? I'm just inverting, maybe?
It looks like it looks like
an eye. It looks like an eye to me.
To me, it looks like a lemon.
Oh yeah. I can see that. Yeah, I can see a lemon.
Is there a way for us to say that start the dashes at the beginning? Is there a way to do that or no? Or then that's not possible?
So mess around. Let me see if we change the GUI. Okay, look. If you want to, if you see the little thing, you could change it around. So that's gonna change the size of the dash, and if you want to control the gap more in case there's too much gap, you could change the bottom value. So once we find the right values, we just would make sure to copy the values
size
before we refresh. Yeah.
Yeah, but you see what happens is that if there's a these are interesting values.
Yeah, it takes playing around with it to
Dude, this
find the,
this
like the
takes
right
a fuck.
values.
Dude, this isn't really that hard. What was it? What were the default values?
It was 1.27 for the dash and then 1.39 for the gap.
Yeah, I think the way you had it was pretty good, which is you added the position into it too, right?
The position, yes, yeah,
The position,
just
I
to
think the
add
position
some
helped.
space.
I think the position helped it.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
there's only so much we could do
Yeah.
with just not moving it. How many? That actually does look pretty good.
I think it's good. I think it looks
yeah,
good.
you know what? Let's leave that one. Yeah,
Yeah.
let's leave that. Okay.
If it's not broken, don't fix it.
Okay, before I start freaking out, let's build this the bigger bottom half. I'm kidding, guys. But so what we can do is just go back to skills experience. We create the outer circles bottom half.
Yeah. So now we did this one. Now we get the other one. There we go.
Yeah, because I think it's just
Top.
like, I don't know if it treats X the same way as in the 3D world, where it's like you're literally just using the negative opposites.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, technically, oh, maybe it's like a flip. Maybe because technically
That's what I was thinking. You're flipping. You're inverting. Like that's what I thought.
Because like x-5 just means you're going to the right, to the other side. You know what I mean? That's it.
Yeah, it's true.
That's kind of all I think about this. Yeah.
Yeah. Did it also, random question, did they just give ChatGPT plus users access to code interpreter, or has that been already out for like a little bit?
What do you mean by that?
Code interpreter, I don't know if you've seen it. I guess it's one of the most advanced things they've done or something in terms of understanding code, but it's something you have to enable on GPT. If not, so I think it's in your settings. It's kind of like how you enable like beta based things. You should definitely have it. Yeah, I think it's in your settings under beta features. See code interpreter.
I can write and execute Python code.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. I'm like, only Python?
Nothing else?
Yeah, I was like, what?
Interesting.
But
okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, oh, bro, look at that. So yeah, it doesn't look bad.
Doesn't look bad, but like one of the sides just looks like there's just a lot of.
The size is kind of weird though. I think.
Yeah.
Kind of feels like.
So we can add on to this to the GUI right here.
Look,
So
you can do gap size. If you increase the gap size for this one, I think you have to be just very watchful of how you increase the gap size. That's it.
Yeah, but if you want to, I could create another like folder. So if you look at the GUI, do you see where it says bottom half and it shows that you could like open and close it?
Yeah.
That's because of the folder function. So if you want to like kind of like components, if you want to like add certain like UI changes, like you would use the folder function and you just pass in.
So you got this is like so you basically can do the inner circle and then you can do the outer circle, correct?
Yes, like right under, yeah, because that represents a folder name, and then what's inside represents the values that are contained within that folder. It just helps organize it.
So then,
more,
how do you
how
do you reference the inner circle dash size, and then how do you reference the outer circle dash gap size?
So if you look at it at the top of the use controls, you see where I destruct and I get dash size and gap size.
Yeah,
those are the values. That's the way you reference them. You can't reference them by specific folder.
Oh.
So it sucks because you have to make sure the name is different.
That does suck.
It does suck, unfortunately, but it's still a good tool for testing wise, even though that's just the one downfall.
Yeah.
But other than that though, it's pretty good. So we can easily just, if we want, just so you could play around with the values. And this is a really good tool people I think should know.
Yeah. This looks really cool, the lava tool. It's like you can control different things and like kind of see things live. I think that's pretty awesome.
Oh, I love it.
And then you can move it around and you can search through it. Oh my goodness. Who built this?
me do the bottom left.
Makes me think like, what kind of helpful tools can we build for Web3 developers? You know?
Oh yeah, there's plethora. Let's see. What would be a good name? Bottom. I'm literally just gonna add bottom. And then once you figure that out, and then yeah, you could get really specific. So based on the fact that it knows that I want to search between a max and a min, I believe it creates a slider by default, which is really cool. So you could just in the step refers to the amount the value changes when you drag it.
But I do need this in that case, right? So I need to do
exactly, yeah,
dash size bottom, and then I need to do
and then gap size bottom, and then you just add those values to where we want to apply them, and then you're good.
Yeah. So then, boom, dash size bottom. So do the I think which one is it? It's the outer one, right?
Yeah, it's that one. Yeah, because it's the only one. Is it that one?
Yeah, that one.
Actually,
yeah.
I think that's a smaller one. That's the smaller one.
No,
we wouldn't change that one.
No.
Oh, do you just want to keep dash size?
No. I think what I'm doing is right now.
Let me see, because I think because I set these values up for the big outer circle. You're changing the one for the smaller circle. I could just change the names around those so we don't get confused.
Wait.
Oh wait, hold up. I just realized. Wait, the inner circle is at the bottom. I keep forgetting that it's at the bottom. Okay, my bad. You're good.
Zari knows this stuff.
I'm moving the fucking inner circle to the top.
Wait, nothing's happening. Oh.
No, that's because you're changing the one for the bottom circle, for the inner circle. Here's
nothing.
Nothing though. Let me see. Just make sure I set this up right. So dash size bottom, gap size bottom. Oh, you know why? It's because of this. It's because dash size is the name of the actual object. So the property you change, it's actually called dash size.
What?
Okay, so if you go to the line dash material in the 3GS docs, the name of the property is dash size. And then
bro,
it doesn't understand what dash size bottom is.
Dude, okay. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah. Yeah, right. I'm
on?
like, no, it should change. I'm like, oh, wait. I noticed something wrong.
Yeah, makes sense. That's a good call. That's a good call though. Okay, let's see now.
So
yeah,
there you go. It should change. And you see it doesn't affect the inner circle, so you don't have to worry about the values getting manipulated.
Dude, let it go. There's our stuff. There it is. Kind of like that.
Yeah, pretty much.
Ooh!
We could modify. Once you modify values, just make sure to copy those and replace those within the code, because of course once you refresh, it's gonna default back to the default values.
Which one?
But so like if you changed any values, just make sure to copy those and add them replace the value property.
Do you want to so what values do you think? So we have
I don't know. I feel like the bottom circle almost like needs a higher control point, just so it because it looks small, like it's maybe that's just because do you see the gap between the top half circle, the two top half circles?
Yeah.
I feel like we need to increase the gap between the bottom half circles.
That position -1, is that what you're saying?
Not the position, but the control point, so that it gives it more of it creates more of an arc, so it looks more circular, because it looks like a circle right now. But
so then I believe we need to put the control. Wait, hold on. So
I wonder, you know what? Maybe I can add that as another property so we can manipulate the control point here.
You mean the control point to make this more? So that means this needs to be stretched out more, basically, correct? Is what I'm thinking here.
Yeah, the control point will stretch it out more.
Yeah, so we just feels like to me we just stretch it out a little bit. So I think, by the way, I don't have too much time. I have like 5 more minutes.
Oh shoot!
I know,
time
crazy,
flies,
right?
Dude.
This shit time flies. When you fucking do YouTube live, like it's just like. So
That is insane. So what we would do is just make it a higher, and we can play around with this like later, of course. I think what we have right now is like good if you just want to stick to where we are now.
yeah.
And then once we want to add in the spears, then we could start stylizing it more.
Like, interesting thing what we can do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's 7 of those dashes. Holy shit, that's a lot.
Yeah, right.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, of course, we can go for as many as we'd like to. We don't have to like stick to that.
Yeah.
5,
Yeah.
6,
So
7. That is actually 7.
Yeah.
The amount of dashes.
Yeah, crazy, right?
4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. I see now. Okay. I see. Okay, cool. So this is good stuff. In that case, I think that's all the time I have today, unfortunately. It's so sad.
It's okay. It's okay.
That's so sad. I really wanted to make this happen. But I'm going up north, and we're going to do YouTube live of me in the forest up north with Starlink. That's going to be cool, Daniel.
Oh, that's going to be great. Can't wait to
Yes.
see it.
Yes. Me and you, we're gonna go live. I think it's probably gonna happen on Tuesday, I believe.
Okay, dude, that's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
I want to be a part of that.
Yeah.
There we go.
What are you trying to do?
So I just played around with the values just a little bit. I don't know if it's changed for you though.
I have to restart it probably, maybe, or refresh it. Oh, something you did something.
What the? Oh,
You killed it.
It looks weird now. Okay. No, we'll fix this next time, I think. I think
Kill
we're
it,
good.
Daniel. Daniel killed it, guys.
I know what's going on. There we go. Okay, it doesn't look as good as it looked a second ago, but
you just keep making it worse and worse and worse and worse.
I know, man.
With
I know.
time.
Dang, like playing around these values, it takes a lot of like manipulation to find where
crazy, huh?
That's the one thing about the 3D space is it takes a lot of just experimenting until you find the right values because it's not always the same.
It's hard to be very specific. Like I want this dash to be here and here, right? It's kind of like I don't know how you would do that. That's really interesting. You know what I mean? Like how would you even do that? I don't know.
Me either.
I don't even know, honestly.
It's just all about playing around. We'll figure it out, the right values and stuff, and just adjusting things. And then I think we could add more controls to the little GUI right here, so it's easier to play around with it because like changing things like control points and as well would be really nice. So we know, and the position, because I know the position's another thing. Just trying to play around with those so we find the exact values and boom.
This is gonna be a fucking challenge.
It's a challenge. Like when I was building it, like it was a challenge. But now that we're cleaning it up and stuff, I think we're gonna be good.
Cool. Awesome. All right. So good stuff in that case. Dude, there's so many things that we still have to clean up. The top portion, this portion, the central portion, well, this one is okay. This one's not too bad. You know, this portion. This one's fairly done pretty much as well. I feel like the bottom portion, but there's still all these other portions that still need a lot of cleanup, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. Crazy.
So we're doing some advanced stuff. People are getting the insights on what it's like.
Yeah.
Love it. So
awesome.
Yeah. It's part of the process. It's a part of it.
Definitely is. Awesome, Daniel. Okay. And that gets great stuff. We'll continue on next week. Hope you guys have yourself a great weekend. Sorry for the short one, but I have a meeting here with the client. We're building some cool stuff, guys. Marketplaces, NFT projects. Really excited to show you in the future. So, anyways, have a good day. We'll see you guys later in the future. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, okay? Thumbs up button, right? Thumbs up it. Right, Daniel?
Oh, yeah. Got to.
Yeah.
For what we go through.
The pain. The pain that we go through for your enjoyment.
But it's worth it because it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Okay. Bye, everybody.
Okay, peace.